I didn't say this before. Total ride length is a little over 3,200 feet, almost 3,300 feet. Ride from dispatch to first break is 2 minutes and 22 seconds. And the tolerances on the ride are really that close. I mean, this is right off the drawings, and you are really that close to the ground, as close as it looks as it does in the animation, and as close to some of the structure. So I think it's going to be pretty thrilling if you're sitting on the outside seat. All right, there's the marketing image. I think all of you've seen it. We have the brochures that are out there. I thought it was pretty cool. Gives you a good look of, because we've had a lot of people say, well, what's a wind coaster? And this really gives you kind of a stylized idea of what it is. I do have one other treat for you if you haven't seen it on the internet. This is the official first run. And this was taken, the video ain't great, because it was taken off a cell phone. But, which is, because all I did is I downloaded it off the internet from the guy that, one of the workers that we had that uploaded it. So, you know, I mean, for those of you, I mean, I'm certainly, you know, Flicko can attest to this, that, you know, on a first run coaster, you're just hoping the thing makes it all the way around. And so I think that you'll get a real sense at the beginning of this of speed. Really get a good look at how big that train is. The squeaking you hear in the background is actually eagles from Eagle Mountain Sanctuary. Without any tuning at all. So they've been spending about the last 3 weeks interchanging wheels, doing all the things that you do to tune a coaster to try to get the best performance out of it. And so far, the guys from B&M are extraordinarily happy. So I thought you might want to see that. And the arms and legs on the coaster did actually, on the dummies did actually stay where they belong. So. That's another story, but let's see what else I've got for you. Key dates, and then oops, how about if I back up one? If Bill lets me answer questions, I'll answer a few questions. 1 or 2, he says. All right, media day, as I said, is the 23rd. Park opens the 24th. Con at Dollywood is the 17th through the 21st. We're also hosting Golden Tickets this year, the 7th and 8th of September. And then lots of your folks come down for Smoky Mountain Coaster Fest, put on by the Southeast region. I am biased, but I think it's one of the best regional events out there. And a great one to come down for around Christmas so that you can experience Christmas at Dollywood, even though I'm quite impressed with Kennywood's Christmas in their first season. So all that's going on. Carol mentioned briefly that we're also doing an NRCMA exhibit at Dollywood. It's something that Dollywood, our executives were finding it very important to be a part of. We're investing as much as ACE is invested in the exhibit as a park. It's a certified museum space, and I think it's going to be a nice exhibit, and there are quite a few people in the room that are helping out with that, and we certainly appreciate all of that help.
Got time for a couple of questions, if anybody's got questions, since it's 5 to 10. Mr. Moltz.
Now, what's the difference between the front and back? You said there's a big difference.
Well, because of the weight of the train, you know, typically on a lot of steel rides, you get that real tug. The guys from B&M were saying that on the left side and the rear, that it is by far the most dynamic seat on the train. That I mean, because of that big overhand loop, the first big overhand loop, and with as long as the train is, even with the short arrow train on the Tennessee Tornado, you still feel that grab. You do on a lot of other big loop trains like that. And I mean, it was enough that the engineers got off and were like, "Wow!" So whatever "wow" is in German.